Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Hardspace Shipbreaker. It is also almost 3 in the morning. I have been up for a while and for some reason that I cannot tell you, I just want to play Hardspace Shipbreaker. And there was a lot of demand for this game, so we're going to be doing a late night, long episode that hopefully people are going to watch and enjoy, and I need to make sure I'm actually recording everything. I don't have all my monitors up. So I'm going to be a little extra quiet today, or tonight as it is, because the Akamura is in the other room sleeping and has to get up early for work tomorrow, and yet I just need to play some Shipbreaker. My hair's all not right. At least I have the blue mood lighting. The webcam doesn't want to focus on my face, but you know what? There are ships to break, and that's the job. Other parts of the internet, especially in YouTube, a lot of Let's Players have Power Wash Simulator, and I get it, especially now that I've played it, but I have Hardspace Shipbreaker, and that's all I need. So we have a whole crap ton of license points. It's been a while since I've... Oh, yes, tether amount, please. All of the tethers, all of the time. And let's see what else we've got. The system scanner. That'll be helpful. Oxygen capacity, especially since I keep running out of oxygen. Defense boosties and fire protection. Probably don't need the electric protection at the moment. And it looks like, yeah, let's get the ranges. How did I get this far and not upgrade anything? What was I doing the last time? I meant to actually watch the last episode before I did this, and I didn't do it. How many? 14 repair kits. Alright, cool. So I do remember that I never leave a job half finished. I need to probably adjust my lighting. No, I look fine. Alright, so we never leave a job half finished. So this is good. But we're going to go for MP. So like this one is 5 times 37 MP rewards for doing the different tasks. This one is 5 times 30. We just want to maximize our MP. That way it levels us quicker and we proceed through the storyline faster. Looks like there's a tie. And... They're even about the same money. I'll go ahead and grab the Leviathan here. Holy crap, I love this game. I've been so obsessed with it. Do you like the blue mood lighting? I'm experimenting with different mood lighting. I tried yellow to match the kind of yellow bits of this game.
Thrusters on these Atlas ships are worth a mint,
but it didn't look good.
Can be a touch fiddly. There's only one way to salvage your thruster engines and fuel injectors intact. You gotta pop off the thruster nozzle and work your way inside from there. The trick of it is, these thrusters become unstable once you start working on them. Fire starts spreading real fast. When it reaches the fuel tank, it's gonna blow. You gotta get in quick and switch off the fuel supply. There's a shut-off switch at the very back. Get to that switch as fast as you can. Otherwise, well... we'd be in for a big old mess. Okay, let's get that nozzle removed.
This was the only part of the game that I thought could have used a little bit more explanation on the tutorial, because when I first went through this, for whatever reason, I didn't hear all those instructions very well, and it also didn't make very much sense doing it a second, or hearing it the second time. I just kind of had to feel my way through learning how that worked, and there were a whole bunch of deaths. I thought we were going to get to this in the last episode. I kind of teased it accidentally, but we did not. So here we are. So, as always, I do take suggestions from you all, the viewers. If you want me to talk about things as best as I can during these episodes,
Clock's ticking now, Cutter. Get in there and hit that shut-off switch.
just let me know. Look at this nonsense that you have to do. The only reason I'm this efficient is because now I've done it 1,000 times. And then you go whoosh, and you have to go whoosh, and you have to avoid the fire and go whoosh. And then once you're at the end, you hang on to the wall, pull the switch, and everything is good.
That's it, Kurt. Real satisfying when it comes apart like that, don't you think? I'll leave you to it from here. Weaver out.
I mean, it's kind of satisfying, but it's also incredibly scary and dangerous. When I was going through the game the first time, this is where most of my deaths came from, because I didn't know how the flip to do that properly. Kind of wish you had been trained on that one specifically. I'm skipping the tutorials for this run, but the first couple times you start a shift in the game, they kind of teach you how to just grab stuff and huck it into the various pots, receptacles that are around the ship. And I really feel like they should have done that with the thruster because of how obnoxious that is. Okay, I'm not going to get that off. This is also a little scary. With those 2 fuel canisters right there. You could just get 1 fuel canister and then it's easier to break this part apart, but I'm being risky or efficient, depending on how you want to view that. You just huck the whole thing into the barge. Anyway, what I was saying was I always try to take viewer suggestions on conversation topics. You can consider this and basically any other... we're going to have to kind of help that one out so it doesn't get sucked into the furnace there. Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward already. So, anyway, I take suggestions about topics we want to discuss or whatever. I have no plans for this. You can ask me anything in the comments if you want, but just in general, I'm just playing this to have fun. This is another one where I'm not really overly concerned with the view count, although I was surprised to see that this one has more people watching it than friggin' Monster Rancher Evo, which I would not have guessed, but I am okay with this because any excuse I have to play this game, I will take. Alright, let's move that way. I'm gonna move that one that way. Oops. Oh, that'll probably work out. No, it won't. Here, you grab that way and go that way. There you go. Come on. Work. Please? Don't get sucked into the furnace. That's a lot of money. Do I need another one over there? I guess I do. Dang. These thrusters are annoying. If there is a smoother way to do that, I am unfortunately not aware of it. But we are going to try anyway. Alright, give me... Where's the... There it is. Jeez, man. Oh. Anyway. So, in an effort to... Or because I don't know what you all want, and because I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with this series about what I'm doing, I'm going to try to be not so afraid of silence in this one. Because sometimes the greatest satisfaction in life is doing just a job well done. In this case, that means breaking the ship as best as I can. Oh, I did cut that. I wound up dying in my Iron Man save, which was disappointing. So I have now started another one, and I am doing much better, paying much more attention. And what killed me in that one, I have now learned my lesson, and I won't let that crap happen again. Oh god, there's a third thruster down there. I would say this is the most challenging part for, like, new players. Because this is the first time you have a hard timer. I mean, I guess the reactors count, because you do have a hard timer in those, but... Okay, we go up to the ceiling. could use the thruster boosty on this one.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Okay, and I'm low on oxygen. That's a problem. Oh, 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 oh. Yep, I didn't hold on long enough. So, I'm not sure what's going on with the physics of the thrusters. But the problem is when they split, you often get crushing damage, and if you don't hold on to the wall, then you die, and it's because you get crushed by something. And I'm still not 100% sure why exactly that happens. So, after some experimenting, I learned the hard way that to survive those, you simply hold onto the wall, and then you will be fine. Get in there. Oh, I ripped all of that off. Oh, that's probably fine. Is this... Okay. So, I'm going to try to do the same maneuver I did with the previous one. And I have learned my other trick, that these thrusters are so big, sometimes you want to shoot a little past the receptacle, because then you'll at least have it lined up with the processor, and you won't risk sending it into the furnace and losing all that money. Because remember, we still have a massive debt we've got to pay off.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, that little chunklet is just sitting there. I don't think I've quite seen a ship like this before. I've definitely seen the class, but
Salvage accepted.
this is kind of a bit wonky with the way the antennas are. That's what I like about the game. Like, every ship is kind of procedurally generated. There are classes of ships, and there are techniques that obviously work on just about everything, but
Salvage deposit confirmed.
yeah, see, it keeps getting so maddening. The thruster's like getting stuck on this little hump. So let's see if I can... I mean, it's trying. Eventually we can get a thruster charge push, and that can help out. But when dealing with these, I always have to line these up a particular way. They're very obnoxious. Alright, thruster number 3, let's do it.
Cutter, shift's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count.
Yeah, no problem, Weaver. Oh god. I think we can do the other thruster. We've got 5 whole minutes.
Object processed.
Okay, we can cancel that tether and then do that, and then hopefully that thing gets fed into the processor, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, yeah, this is just what I needed to do this evening. So how are you all out there? Let me know in the comments below. Do you find this game as satisfying as I do? I certainly hope so. My super exciting YouTube life today was filled with
Processing object.
such
Applying credits.
amazing things, and like just the most positive experiences, like going down to the Family Dollar and buying a half a pound of salami. I tell you, man, I'm living the good life here as a YouTuber. But it was a nice day. The heat wave broke here in Xenia, and so it was warm but not unpleasant. Akamura and I got a good walk in. I believe that. Yeah, that's less than $1,000. It isn't worth my time to go fish it out of the barge.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Why is my head at a different angle? What the hell? Am I sitting more to the left than I usually do? Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm probably gonna set myself on fire. I did not, but I need to hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh, jeez. Go down. Go down. Pull the switch. There we go. Okay. Everything's fine. Hang on. Hang on to that wall. Alright. There we go. I really wish I could see exactly what's happening, what with the thrusters and such, and why I got crushing damage, but that was also prior to the patches. Ever since I have done, or the latest updates, a few updates ago, I was... Why am I facing... Hold on. Yeah, that's a bit better. Maybe? I don't friggin' know. Alright. Oh. Need to get the fuel bits off. Another big challenge with Shipbreaker, especially when you're starting out, Pyro Pro tip, is know what is behind the thing you are cutting. Because I had several instances where I was unaware of what was behind the thing I was cutting, and my laser struck some fire, and I had a bad day. Now we have a hang while the game thinks real hard about what it's doing. Alright, so we've got some areas we need to decompress. Looks like there's a decompressor. That's what this thing is. There is a, atmosphere regulator in the cockpit. And then there's one there and one there. But the thing is, you don't know from the outside whether they're actually functional. And that is not something you want to do when you only have 1 minute left. So I'm just going to get out of here. And, oh my god, I need to upgrade my thrusters.
Look sharp, Cutter. 1 minute left on the clock.
After now playing, basically 1.5 career modes of this game, the lack of speed is hurting me. Alright. Nearly 5 million, that's not bad. And we should have enough license tokens to get ourselves a thruster upgrade. How are we doing here? Everything looks fine. Hey, another shift. No surprises yet. No surprises.
Please enjoy the following inspirational message.
Inspirational message, huh?
The key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
I don't know about that, Hab Voice. I've been loving what I do on YouTube, and I haven't gotten over the hump yet after 11 years, so who knows. Hey, Rook, just wanted to say again, I'm impressed how quick you're picking things up. Not sure what kind of work you've done before, but you're a natural cutter. You probably noticed Lynx doesn't exactly take great care of us. I don't blame them. They don't really have a reason to. Up until 100 years ago, workers like us would make groups called unions and fight for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Basically balance things so people don't just get exploited to hell. Lynx was actually key in getting rid of all of that. But there's a group of shipbreakers now trying to bring back the idea of a union. Change things for the better. Did you know Lynx keeps your DNA even if you leave the job? Or that these hull panels you get 10 credits for are resold for 1,000 apiece? That's the kind of thing these folks do want to change. Anyway, it's all hush-hush. Lynx stomps it out right quick. But I see that you're a good person and a hard worker. I'll tell you now, they're going to use you up, and you'll get nothing for it. I put you on a list for news from the group. Comes every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just please don't report me. I just want you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. Oh. Thanks, Lou. I would never narc on you, I promise. I know what that word is now in British English. The word grass. I had never heard it in that context before. And I'm watching a fairly... What am I looking for? Thrusters, right. Okay, I need more speed. I get that with 2 more license points. Alright. I never knew what the word grass meant until I was watching Line of Duty, which is a fairly famous, apparently, police procedural in British television. And it's super cool. I just bought that pointlessly. I'm going to get tethers. Alright. So, now we're going to try to depressurize. Did I do that last time? I can't remember. There is a proper way to depressurize, and a stupid way to depressurize, and a hybrid way to depressurize. And depending on which of those atmosphere regulators are broken, if any of them, we may have to even do it the stupid way, but we will see. So the first task is you go into here and you try to work from the, like, you pick a direction. It doesn't matter whether you work back to front, front to back, but you never want to work in to out, because once you expose the ship to the outside, that's when things get real bad. Okay, the compartments are pressurized. Is there anything loose in here? There is. There's boxes. That is a problem. Okay, so we should do that one last, because what we need to do, what the plan is we need to depressurize the compartments, which is the space between where I am and the outside of the ship. We need to depressurize those first, and then we can go into the cargo and then depressurize that safely. So if we're going to do the compartments, the crew quarter is already depressurized. That's strange. This might be our angle of attack then, if there's not much floating in here. Okay, I still can't pick those up yet, but I can pick up the bunny. I now have a bunny friend. Alright, is there anything else in here? There's an atmosphere regulator. Alright, we need to see what's in the cockpit. So we need to pressurize this room so it matches the cockpit.
Air pressure level increasing.
And then we can open the cockpit and hopefully depressurize it. Open door, please? Thank you. Okay. Yes, we can depressurize the cockpit. Excellent, excellent. So this will also allow us to depressurize the compartments. So we depressurize the cockpit.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And then we're going to cut a hole directly into the side. Now we want to make sure, again, there's nothing on the other side that's going to blow up in our face once we do this. And it looks clear. So we get out our line cutter. Actually, I shouldn't. Probably what's going to happen is the atmosphere regulator is going to freaking fly off and hit me in the head, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So we hold onto the wall, and then we do a little of this. An atmosphere regulator broke? Oh my god, there was an atmosphere regulator in the compartments. Oh, I could have just done it that way. Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. No, everything's fine. Shut up. Everything's fine. Alright, so we just cut ourselves a little hole so we can get out. What, you're still bolted on somewhere? Oh, that's annoying.
Your gear's getting low. It's gonna start fighting you if you don't head back to the hab and make some repairs.
Yeah, I'm on it, Weaver. Give me a hot second so I don't, die in here. Alright, did that? Okay, good. That got it. Yep, there goes the panel. Oh, not just the panel, the entire nano panel got taken away. Fantastic. Okay, so cut that out. Nano panel over there. Nano carbon panel over there. Atmosphere regulator to the barge. Box to the barge. There goes the atmosphere regulator that I broke. And then this is panel to the furnace. And then this to the furnace. That's fine. If the atmosphere regulator is pre-broken, then you can salvage it and send it into the barge. But if you break it, well, you know that old expression, if you break it, you buy it. That's where we're at. Alright, so now when I do this, I try to... Oh, the cargo section got decompressed too. There must have been an opening I didn't see into the compartments. That's strange, but okay, that's great. Actually, that means the entire ship is decompressed now. Fantastic. Now we can actually get to work on cutting the whole thing apart. That wasn't the safest way to do that, but it certainly worked out. The biggest problem when you decompress is you need to make sure that you have tried as much as possible to fully contain the ship. If there is any decompression that goes out into space, that is where you will start to do some severe damage to the ship and compromise your salvage and your money. That is no good. So, especially when you're playing with only a single life, you definitely need to be careful. Alright, we're just going to grab this entire thing and huck it. And we savor the peelies as the entire ship peels itself apart. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. Now I need to get some oxygen because I'm running out. Oh, actually, since I'm going this direction anyway, there is an achievement for getting the hidden drive. And when I found it, I kind of stumbled over it the first time. I just happened to see it in my cutaway view with my system scanner, but it is behind your hab. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And we'll check that out between shifts. But for now, let's grab some oxygen. Luckily with that oxygen upgrade, as you can see, it took me about 8 minutes to get low enough to justify getting more. And that means I will only need to get 1 oxygen boost per day. Which is not about the money, because your debt, as I mentioned in a previous episode, is not as crazy as it appears. It is not about the money, it is about the time. Ooh, see, this is why you check, because I was going to shoot that from here, but if I did that, my cutter would have then hit the reactor, and that would have been very bad. So instead of doing something dumb, we're going to go inside and cut outward. This is the equivalent to Minecraft's never dig straight down theory of making sure you don't do something incredibly dumb and die. A lesson I needed to take to heart in my Iron Man playthrough of this game. I love that effect. Again, making sure everything's recording. I love how my face on the webcam lights up in orange whenever I'm cutting. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, I love this game so much. I hope you do too, that I'm doing this whole semi-silent thing. Like I said, please let me know in the comments how you like this style of Let's Play. I've been told I am boring, and maybe this style is just that. Maybe this is not exciting at all, but you know what? It's what I want to do. And it's a nice change of pace from having to be on and constantly blathering into the microphone. Alright, so We've got our exit strategy for the reactor. I kind of want to get that out of the way first.
Credits transferred.
Just to get it out of the way. Alright, here we go. We pull the reactor and then we tether it. Easy peasy. Done this 1,000 times. Perfect. I don't even think the first pip of the reactor turned red, so we are in real good shape right now. Whoop. That's one nice thing about having the sound on. Usually I play this game pretty quietly and I'm watching a YouTube video or listening to music or something, but that little alarm bell that told me my heater was about to overheat is very helpful. Also, I'm going to have to rewatch my my last episodes too, because let me handle that. So I'm going to probably zoom in on this, future Pyro. Pay attention. Zoom in. If you look in right next to the nozzle of the cutter, I have a sticker that says links on it, safety third. But it's covering a thing, and I don't think that thing has always been there. And what that thing is a mirror of your temperature gauge. So, like, if I am smart enough to show this twice, you can sort of see that the temperature gauge goes up in the bottom right and on the tool itself. I'm pretty sure that's a new thing. I don't recall that temperature gauge being up there by the nozzle. So I'm going to have to move my Link Safety Third sticker. And so I can start seeing that. But if I just only noticed that the other day, I'm going to be annoyed at myself. Alright, glass to the furnace. And then this thing, I just use my little pushy-do to get it off of the inner hull. There we go. And then we tether that. And there we go. Now I've got free reign on everything that's in the cockpit. Yeah. I'm hoping to get this ship done tomorrow, as in the next shift. But I'm not sure. This might take just a little extra time. Nope, that didn't happen. Don't worry about it. I didn't react like that as if it was coming actually toward my face. It's fine. I would love to play this game in VR. Is that a thing? Is this game in VR? I don't even own a VR set, but for Shipbreaker, I would probably make the investment. Just over a minute left. I should be able to get all of these valuables out of the cockpit. Oh, jeez.
Cutter, got about 1 minute to make your mark on this shift.
You got it. I will shift my biscuits, Weaver. Alright. Then there's one last thing I could get here. The door console. There we go. 35 seconds left, but that was an excellent... Now this might take us to, because we've only got about 50% of the ship cut, so maybe we've got 2 more shifts to go. Those of you who are still watching, I know you must like this game as much as I do, and that makes me happy. Like I said, I will take any excuse to play it. Any news? Nope, just waking up for a new day.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9-3.
Hey there, Russ.
Oh.
Saw that you found an old data drive while you were salvaging. Now, I'm a bit of a tech head and a history nerd, so I love these things. They're uncensored info, Sometimes it's junk, but sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's a more genuine view of the colonies than what you see on the garbage news networks. I'm sending you a data recovery program. You'll see it on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation mangles up the data pretty bad, but you can usually pull 1 or 2 intact files. Hopefully it'll give you a better sense of the wider world. Warts and all. Have fun. Later, Rook.
Hey there, Rook. Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw that you snagged an old data drive in that ship. Look, I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture about what's happening across the colonies. Don't want y'all getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info, and they'll give you the full view. Sometimes it's useless junk, someone's recipes or bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Have you ever done that? I can't remember if I've ever done that. I don't think I have. Other times, it's a corporate rail mail or a ship captain's personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract the usable data off these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation tends to mangle most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple intact files off each drive. Hope that gives you a better sense of the bigger world, warts and all. I don't know why she voiced, mostly that, and also they gave an email that was slightly not mostly that. That's one of the weird, I'd love to sit down with the developers and be like, why? But let's recover that. Thank you, data miner. I like this one. For Dad. To Paul Schaefer, but it was an unauthorized address. Cannot be sent. Hey, Dad. I remembered something today. Way back when I was small, before you left the surface, you'd take me with you to the scrapyards. I hated it, and all I ever did was watch you pick through piles of stuff that I thought was just junk. I couldn't have helped even if I tried, but you insisted on bringing me anyway. I think I get why now. Picking these ships apart up here, it's lonely work. I wonder how Mom's doing. Trent. Such a, just little world building like that. But I like the entire mood that they set. This game, I mean, the job, in that sense, the job is lonely. However, that's part of the reason why you are in this comm network with your coworkers, just so you can hear another voice sometimes, because otherwise you don't see anyone. It's such a lonely world. It's probably really peaceful, but you're going to be all alone for days, months at a time, depending on how long it takes to work off the debt. And I'm sure this kind of task could be lonely. That's something I didn't experience in Walmart, because for better or worse, I never tossed that thruster into the barge. For better or worse, when you work at Walmart, you don't just work one job, and this is true for all retail. You work every job. You will be called in to cover for other people or just temporary shortages of what's going on. And my main job was assembly of bicycles and furniture. So ship cutting in reverse, I guess. And that part could be lonely in a sense, because I'm back there and there's nobody around. I'm in a kind of a back dusty corner and just trying my best in the storeroom to put this thing together. Surrounded by people who don't respect my work environment. People come by and toss their junk in my space and then leave and not tell me why or anything. Anyway, so it was a bit lonely with the act of building a bicycle, but building a bicycle only takes 20 to 60 minutes depending on how big it is, usually maybe 40 minutes. And every time I walked the bicycle out, there was a customer to help, or a coworker to talk to, or some other situation where I wasn't alone in the store. And, that was nice. But a job like this, of shipbreaking, I mean, ships are large things. Maybe in real life there are teams of people, you know, but any specific task, any individual task is probably going to be pretty lonely. You don't need that many people to cut a piece off, you know? And I don't think I can imagine working in that kind of environment. And yet, strangely enough, I suppose these Let's Plays are a little bit lonely. Like, this is where a stream would be nice, because then, even though I'm kind of working away and I'm kind of, you know, doing the job alone, so to speak, at least I have the audience to interact with. But when I do pre-recorded episodes like this, especially when there's not a lot of wacky nonsense happening, it can be a little lonely to record these. At least I know that when I upload it, someone will be there to watch it, and I guess I have to have the faith on that. I have a secret channel now. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it is, or it won't be secret. Where it's a bit of an experiment channel. It has nothing to do with gaming. I'm just trying something new. And partly because it's a secret channel, and because I have absolutely no interest in advertising it, or anything like that. Again, it's just an experiment. It doesn't have any subscribers, and the last time I checked, the 2 videos on it didn't even have any views. And that's a little scary. Luckily, I have no interest in monetizing it either. But to try to make something when you don't know if anyone's even going to care, that's a little lonely. I think that's entertainment in a nutshell, though, because, like, entertainment by its nature is how some of us hopefully get remembered. I'm not saying I think anyone's going to remember me necessarily for Let's Plays. I mean, one day this entire genre of entertainment is going to probably shrivel up and die. It's probably going to go pretty quick, too, when it happens. But I don't know, man. In a world where I don't want kids and have no plans to have kids, and you know, otherwise don't really have a legacy to have, you know, art and Let's Plays in my book are kind of all I've got, so I just want someone to care, you know? And you, by your nature watching this, clearly do, and that is fantastic. And I am very grateful you care. Because without you caring, I don't know where I would be. And that's especially true as the channel continues to run into financial problems, and I have been thinking of taking, or not that I want to take the next logical step, just that I have to prepare for the next logical step if the channel completely has to go tits up due to financial problems. But no sad things, man. No sad things. We're breaking a ship. It's just the loneliness of the job here in space, I guess, is making me think about that kind of stuff. It's both good and bad. I learned a while ago and wrote probably one of my most poetic, maybe, lines, where I wrote in my book that the difference between loneliness and solitude is intent. Because they're basically the same thing. I mean, in the sense that loneliness and solitude basically both mean that you are alone, but the difference is the intent. If you want to be alone, then it's solitude. If you don't want to be alone, then it's loneliness.
Object accepted.
And even though I don't want kids, and even though I am kind of a shut-in, even though I'm very much a nerd who has questionable social skills, as we all do, I don't want to be lonely. I do like having my solitude, but
Salvage deposit secured.
I don't want to be alone. I mean, luckily I've got the Akamura, but I've got you guys too, and that helps. That helps the nights when I can't get to sleep, or when it's 4 in the morning and I want to play a game like Hardspace Shipbreaker.
Salvage registered.
Yeah, we're gonna need at least another shift here. I just got away with one. I accidentally shot this with my heater, but this is a hard crate. Hard crates can survive a couple shots with your heater. These white ones are soft crates, and they cannot, so I have to aim a bit more carefully there. Is that still held somehow? Shouldn't be. It doesn't look like it's being held on anything. There we go. Just need to give it a little nudge. Plenty of time left to get these crates dealt with. So let's grab... I don't even need the oxygen at this point, but... may as well grab it while it's here. Alright. Boop. Boop. And a boop.
Deposit registered. Account credited.
That was pretty efficient. What are we looking at here? So we're looking at... okay. I need to get these thruster casings out of the way before I can get to the containers. But now that I've hacked most of that out of the way... because there was a little lip right there which was stopping me from getting the thrusters to be sent to the processor, but I think with that little lip out of the way now from the outer shell of the ship, I believe I can tether it and make it go right in there. I just hope it doesn't get caught up on that lip between the processor and the furnace. That is my mortal enemy now. Just bonked my little head. Good thing these spacesuits have some protection. Okay, got that. Send that. Okay, this one... ow. The tether broke. That's strange.
You got about 5 minutes to fill your boots. 5 minutes.
5 minutes to fill my boots? Thank you, Weaver. Alright, I think that one's going to fix itself. This one got stuck too, or the tether broke. I'm not sure what it broke on, but I think I can salvage this and it won't get caught on the lip, hopefully. Good. Okay. That should be fine. Oh no, but this one did. This one got caught on the lip. No! Why? Why must you be such a pain in my ass? Nope, don't get caught. That's why it's happening. I see. I didn't think the vacuum effect of the furnace hits until it's within that entire section. Like, I didn't think the furnace started sucking things in until you were within the metal portion of the furnace. But that does not seem to be true. So this is going to get real awkward while I try to fix it. Okay, this one should work. Just watching it go. Alright, that one's fixed. But this one... oh, it's trying. Did the tether break? Tether broke. Okay, let's do that. Okay, the nanocarbon thruster panel has been accepted on the one behind me. And yes, there we go. Once it's close enough, it seems to be like the tethers don't even matter anymore. So I'll just release the tethers. Okay, yeah, we've got one more shift, unfortunately. I thought I could have wrapped it up today, but apparently I could not. But only one. The biggest challenges are otherwise taken care of. Alright, so we've got... So the thruster bits are out of the way, so now I can pull off the entire back end of this thing. All of that goes to the processor, so if I cut the cargo free, the entire cargo can be sent into the barge. And this is again where you want efficiency, because each of these cargo boxes have their own cut point, but you don't need to cut every single one. In fact, it is better not to, and instead just cut only what you need to cut, and then tether the whole thing otherwise.
Out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Yep, there it goes. So only 2 boxes on that, but some of the ships will have 4 or 8 cargo boxes. Like it gets, the heavy cargo ships. Oh yeah, see how it's now bending? Okay, so the barge and the other 2, the processor and the furnace, must have like a bigger vacuum radius, so to speak. Tractor beam kind of thing radius. And I think they do. But yeah, those are heading where they need to head. Alright, so... Well, we've got a little time left. I'll just start taking off the stuff that I don't need the the tethers for. Which isn't very much. Wow, we won't even have a full shift tomorrow.
Shift's almost done in the middle, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Yep, no problem. If you run out of time, you're just teleported back to your hab. No penalties, no problems, no issues whatsoever. You're just teleported. So if you've got some energy left, oxygen left, and everything's going well, you may as well stay out and do what you can. Time is money, after all. So you may as well spend as much as you can of it, getting as much as you can of it. I believe that's all I can do without tethers.
Applying credit to account.
Unless I pull the lights off, which I never bother doing. I guess I could get the ladder out of here, because this thing sucks. The ladder's only worth $100 anyway. It's barely worth properly disposing of in the... Ow. Oh god, I actually injured myself doing that. Oops. I always get a little jumpy when I'm running out of time. We are now rank 7, and probably will get the next part of the story now. Hurry and load, I'm excited! Or not. We're just waking up again. Oh, wait,
folks.
Here we go.
Got a priority message coming in from corporate. Everyone put down what you're doing.
Everybody pay attention out there, it's from corporate.
Maybe they're going to give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first.
Sure, Kaido.
Probably just another Pilsen kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Link Salvage Division employees. It's come to our attention, thanks to a very loyal member of our family, that there has been talk about forming a shipbreakers union. A union is a dangerous thing, where extensive fees are extracted for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being.
Is that...
This is why union activity is strictly prohibited by your contract, for your own protection. To safeguard you and your work, we are immediately dispatching an administrator to every salvage sector. This administrator will oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct, They are authorized to correct worker behavior by any means, and they'll remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity. Until then, remember, the company is your family. The union is your enemy. Thank you.
No holiday. Told ya.
A union? I haven't heard anything about that. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
No. Hey, Weaver, do you know when our administrator's showing up?
Week, maybe? Coming all the way from HQ with Jupiter Gate. When they get here, we'll need to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Nothing to fret about, all right? But they are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine, Kai. It's not a performance review.
Lou's right. Now, let's just try and keep our heads down and weather this storm together. See y'all in the yard. Weaver out.
Corporate.
Hey!
Hi,
Don't worry.
Lou.
This is a closed channel. There won't be a log. Well, looks like things might get a bit difficult around here. They're gonna try to make our lives hell. Don't worry. Just having access to the Union News Group doesn't make you a full-fledged member. Besides, no one from corporate has access. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. If anything happens, I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out.
I don't know if you can make that guarantee, Lou, but duly noted. Hopefully everything is going to work out just fine. Alright, do we have anything else to worry about up here? This is still more information about the how links got started. I have no interest in reading all that. We have 2 of our tools below 60%. Let's get those repaired. And, ooh, heat capacity increase. I'd rather have the range. And then we can start... Oh. I still have enough points for heat capacity. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's continue our ship and get it done and head home. It's not going to be a very long shift. We've got almost everything done already.
Morning, folks. How y'all holding up?
I've had
What?
Hello? Anybody speaking?
You're... I can't hear you, Kaido.
Kai, try switching to another frequency and then back again.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Hey, okay. I have a question. What's this administrator gonna do?
They're bean counters. Waste our time with productivity reports.
Oh, they've come here before?
Sure, loads of times. Profits drop, they send someone. Accidents go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
They ain't a big deal, Kai.
You heard right, Paulson. I guess they're just snooping around for union stuff. Right?
Yeah. Gonna be here a week, tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. They'll move on pretty quick.
What's a gopher?
Quiet. Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day, we'll all go see them gophers and whatnot. Keep that front of mind, and don't fret none. Carry on now. Weaver out.
Y'all are good people. I'm sure the corporate guy isn't going to cause us any problems whatsoever. It's like Dee Dee says, he's just a bean counter. He's gonna come along, have a couple opinions, and then he'll just move on when he gets bored. You know the types. These guys just... They never want to hang around. They've got their cushy little jobs to get back to, and their mansions, and their personal butlers, and all of that. They're not going to want to hang around in space any longer than they need to. We'll be fine. And you'll be fine, Kai.
Applying credit to
Everything will be fine. Alright. Good deal. So this entire section... Oh, there is a section that goes to the furnace? Oh, okay. So this nanocarbon section goes to the furnace, but it's only $3,000. It's not worth cutting that and trying to be exact over everything. If you ever play this game for yourself, do not fall into the trap of trying to get 100% of a ship. You can't. You basically can never get 100% of the ship, but you can get very close to 95, 96, 97%, and that's what you need. And the salvage goal, I think, is like 90% or maybe 93%. Like, it's not all that... It's not perfect. You do not need to be perfect. Perfection is the enemy of good, so... You just need to get all your salvage goals. We've got just about everything. The ship is so light that... Yeah, that bonked it. The power cell, which I did not do the one time. Oh, there must be another power cell. See how these lights didn't turn red? I think that means that there's still... Oh, maybe not. Usually those lights turn red when you pull the power cell. So, not entirely sure why that one didn't turn red. But that's fine. We're almost done with this thing. Just a little bit more work to go. Definitely won't take the whole shift. Oh gosh. Also gotten into the habit, which you might see, that if I don't need the cutter, then I pull out the grapple tool, because I have had a few accidents before where I think I've had the grapple tool out, but it's actually the cutter, and I wind up destroying something, which is not good. So you want to take any precaution you can to make sure you don't accidentally destroy some of this valuable salvage, because that just adds to the amount of time you're out here. And it's one of those games, not really a spoiler, but I guess hashtag minor spoiler alert. You can sort of keep playing when you're done. There is a hard ending, but you have to choose to take it. So if you really have fun with the game, you do not have to take it. And then even if you do take it, you can load up your save, and you'll be playing right from the decision point. So it's good design. You can be a shipbreaker forever if you really want to. Okay, we are well beyond the final salvage goal. So I'm going to grab these last couple of things and then do my final check.
credits transferred.
Make sure I didn't leave anything important behind. There's some lights, which don't really matter. The rest of the ship goes to the... It's just metal and structure, so it's going to go to the furnace. I see nothing else. Okay. Alright, so we are done. Let's send the rest of the ship. So satisfying that we've done a good job here. Made some money. Did something weird with my tether. Hold on. Come on. Grab that way. Don't go into the processor now. You're not supposed to go into the processor. That really will be a lot of money. I don't... Uh-oh. Okay. I think it's held. Yeah, it's going straight. Cool. Got a little... I admit I got a little nervous there, but we seem alright. And I'm going to, go get some oxygen. I wanted to see the ship get sucked in, but Just as cool people don't look at explosions, cool shipbreakers don't watch their ships get sucked into the furnace, especially when they're running low on oxygen. There we go. Yep, some lights get destroyed, and that's okay. Oh crap, I never moved that sticker on my cutter. Whoops. See, that's why I don't think that was always there, because I can't imagine that they would have placed the heat warning in the same section where you could cover it with a sticker. Maybe they did always do that. I don't know. I meant to check my old episodes, or my other episodes, and see if they did. Alright, that's as much as we can do there. So let's call it a day. And maybe even an episode. We haven't gone over an hour. The next one's just going to take me just as long. We have done good! We did very good. It has been a nice set of shifts. And yes, we are just waking up to another day, apparently.
9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
We will have one later, Hab Voice, I promise. So thank you all very much for watching. Again, leave comments for anything you want to say about my setup and the game setup and anything else you want to chat about or anything you want me to chat about. I will endeavor to answer the comments, but hey, if you just want to sit here and chill with me with a very, very low energy and very, very chill Let's Play of breaking ships, I'm okay with that too. That will do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in space next time for another episode. Kind of ad-lib that. Don't think it landed perfectly, but I'll take it. Bye.